Hello all, welcome back to Learn to Enjoy channel. In this video we will see recording test script and handling dynamic value. So as in Selenium we try to locate web element and perform action on each and every web element using a GUI. So here in JMeter we will try to capture each and every service request by intercepting the network. So let me show you how we will do so. So let's go to Chrome. Okay, here I will be showing you with the help of an Orange HRM web application. So before moving ahead, I would like to request everyone, please do not use this website for your exploratory testing or learning with more users. So you can try with 1 or 2 users or maximum 3 users, but do not use more than 3 users without their permissions. So now let's see how we can intercept the network. So open a developer tool, command shift I. Okay, here I'll click on preserve now. Okay, so first of all I'll launch this application once again. Here once I have launched it, you can see there will be multiple calls. Okay, here within an all section you can see there are multiple calls, and after launching this page I can now log in into this application. So username is admin and the password is admin123. So after giving username and password I can click on login. So this is how with the help of a developer tool I can get all the details of the request which are being made when I try to log in into this Orange HRM application. And the type of request you can see there are PNG, GIF, XHR. Apart from that you can see the scripts, mostly JavaScript, and then few of our documents and so on. So while we are designing a JMeter test, mostly we used to exclude the HTML, CSS and JS script because those are not a part of our server side performance testing. So those comes under a client side red performance testing. So most of the time we used to exclude this. So if I want to show you how I can design a test from with the help of a developer tool, so again I'll go to curl, and here earlier I was copying a particular request with the help of a curl command, but now I'll copy all as curl. And once I'll again go back to a JMeter, here I can import those requests with the help of this. Yes, so this is how I can design a test. But here you can see there are n number of requests. Even you will see these requests are not fruitful. Okay, this is okay. Here I am making a request to any of a CSS, JS. So in this way I recommend not to use the developer tool. So we will be using a BlazeMeter plugin for designing a test script. So in order to find that BlazeMeter plugin, I have added it. So you can go to apps, go to web store, and within web store look for a Chrome BlazeMeter plugin. BlazeMeter, yes. So the BlazeMeter, the continuous. So once you look for it, so the BlazeMeter, the continuous testing platform. So this extension has been added, so you can add it and you can use it later. So now let me show you how you will be using it. So here once I am into an Orange HRM, so I'll go to BlazeMeter. I've also created an account and I have logged into this. So let me reset all the options. Okay, so once I have reset all the options, so I can start once again from the beginning. So here I'll enter the name of the test. Okay, so let me give a name of a test, Orange HRM. Okay, so once I'll click on this, it will start recording, and it start recording means it will start intercepting the network. Here we have multiple advanced options. Go ahead, so start recording. Okay, so now the test has been started. So we can also add some labels. So now I'll first of all launch it. So I'll add a launch label, add a step launch, and then I'll launch this application. So after launching I'll log in. So here you can see one request got added in the launch, and that is JMX, not a UI one. Okay, next is login. Add step, and in order to log in, I'll give the username and the password. The password is admin123. So now I'll click on login. So once I click on login, here you can see UI6 request along with 2 JMX requests. Finally 9 JMX requests and 6 UI requests. So I think this is more than enough what I wanted to show you. So now I'll stop the test. Okay, so once I stop the test, you can see here in the Blazemeter it gives me an option to run the test. So I can run it with the help of a Blazemeter in their environment, but I want to run in my JMeter in my local machine, so I don't want to go with it if I want to edit something or the other. But now I want that particular script, so I'll click on download. So here it's giving me which kind of script you want. I want a JMeter script and need to include this orange HRM, this only this domain. At times it may give you multiple domain if you want to include them, a kind of a suggestion. So based upon your requirement you can choose. So now I want to look into this particular domain. So now I'm exporting it. So okay, so finally it got downloaded. So now in order to use this script, I'll import that script. No, I do not want to save it. Open it and now go to download section. Download and orange HRM, yes. So now I'll open it. So now you can see with the help of a Blazemeter plugin I have recorded all these things. So this is how Blazemeter makes recording very simple. It was quite easy. What we need to do, if I can show you once again, just go to your Chrome web store, add this Blazemeter plugin, and with the help of that plugin you can easily record each and every actions whatever you perform in your GUI, that will get recorded as those requests are being made to the server internally. So what this plugin does, it intercept the network. So whatever the calls which are being made with the Chrome browser, it's recorded, and that too with this particular tab. Okay, so what next? So I just want to show you the script. So in order to show this script, I need a listener to see the results as well. So now I can execute this test for with a single user. Yes, okay, go ahead. So the test is started, and here you can see. So waiting for the results. So before that, so till then we can, okay, so I've got the launch URL request, it's fine, 200. After within a login, you can see this is my login request. So here we have an admin username and the password, and apart from that we have some token, CSRF token. So mostly this token is a dynamic value, but now as I have been using the previous token, so my test will fail. So I'm waiting for the results, and so once my test will fail, so what I'll try to do, I'll try to make this field as a dynamic. So I'm waiting for the results. It is taking long time. At times it takes long time, even I don't know why. Here also if you will see the n number of multiple requests are being made. Yes, so you can see this has failed. And why so? 400 bad request, is it? Okay, so it failed. So it is also not giving me an correct error, so it should say unauthorized or something like that, but it's saying okay, 400 bad requests. So what I need to do, I need to pass the dynamic token value. So this token value help me to save from a forgery, and so I can design CSRF. I will add, so from where I'll get this value. So once I launch the page, I'll get that particular token, and that token I need to pass whenever I am logging. So let me show you from where I can get. So I'll be getting that particular CSRF token value with the help of this launch URL, So how to find it? Will be try to find with the help of a CSRF token. So what is the key value is CSRF token. Okay, so this is a token key name. So let's test. Okay, so we have two values. So in order to find a regular expression, I'll have to find it into my response body where it is CSRF token. No. Yes. So input value CSRF token. So here I can find this token. So I need to find it with the help of a regular expression extractor. Hope you must have remembered this topic. I have covered this in a pre-processor and post-processor. So currently I am doing a correlation. So I am getting a value from one request and I am passing this particular value in another request. So this concept is also called as a correlation. So I am doing the correlation with the help of a post processor, and that post processor is a regular expression extractor post processor. So this is my regular expression with the help of which I can find the dynamic value of a CSRF token. CSRF. That dynamic value I will be passing with the help of a variable named as a CSRF. So here I am covering both the parameterization concept along with correlation. So we are able to correlate this value with the help of a particular variable, and I am passing that variable value here. So now you will be able to see our test will run fine without any error. So as earlier also it was taking some time, so it will take some time. Apart from that, you can see the BlazeMeter plugin adds few of a config element by default. So whenever you will record something or the other, it will add all this value here. I'm getting the base URL one with using a user defined variable. So here in each and every request you can see instead of passing the particular URL, I am passing it with the help of a variable in each and every request. Okay, it's taking some extra time. Once it will execute the test, I'll also try to show you how the cookie manager works in this kind of a login authentication. So yes, here you can see I'm able to log in successfully. This time the login request worked fine, and you can also see the response data in browser how it will look. So at times it doesn't look okay when we are looking into it with a text, but yes, browser shows us a more detail. Yes, here you can see welcome admin and all. So this is how our web page looks like when a user logs in into, but here we are missing HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So not to worry, we can confirm that yes, user has been logged in with the help of this kind of a text which says welcome admin. Even we have an logout option, we have different tabs over here. Okay, fine. So next, as I was telling, so we can see the utilization of a cookie manager in this kind of auth flow. So here if I disable the auth flow, you will again notice the login test will fail, because here we are using an API, RESTful API, which does not take care of states of our state of our users, but this cookie manager internally take care of a states of a user. So it's mandatory to add these cookies while we are performing this kind of a login operations. If login uses a session ID and all, so we need to add a cookie manager. So cookie manager will take care of the session which will get generated. Yes, so now you can see again the login failed, and here I am again into a login request. So this time if I can show you what is the response, again 400. So yes, this application is not giving us a complete detail what went wrong. And here this kind of a successive request where we are getting a 200, okay, but again you can see we are not into a dashboard, but we are again into a login page, so which means we are unable to log in. So this is how, with the help of a Blazemeter plugin, we can easily record our action by intercepting the network. The way with the help of a correlation we can handle the dynamic values in our scripts. Okay, so finally, before wrapping up this video, I would like to show you something. So finally I came up with the chocolate questions. So the chocolate questions gives you a challenge to design a login flow to Orange HRM website with 3 virtual users. Below are the steps which you need to add in your script. Launch a URL, log in into the application, add an assertion, specifically a text assertions. After that, click on different tabs. After you are logged into the Orange HRM application, click on different tab with a think time. So now you will have to also add a think time, and in that think time I have given you a specific range that you need to add, and after that finally you have to log out. So these are the 5 steps and the must implementation, so you have to also take some care of. So how to pass the data? You'll have to pass the username and password with the help of a CSV dataset config, and you have to also give a time gap between each and every users, and a time gap should be of 3 seconds. Hope you enjoyed the video. Happy testing and keep learning. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe my channel if video was informative, and also hit the bell icon for more update. Feel free to drop suggestions in the comment box.